Hey everyone, welcome to the reading. We're going to see what's going on right now. What does everyone need to know? It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future, okay? You will know best how it resonates for you on your timeline. So let's see what's going on today. What do you guys need to know about? What is important, Spirit? The plan, Knight of Pentacles, a strategy, okay. Someone here is being manipulative, cunning. They're trying to find a way to sabotage something. The Emperor. Someone is trying to sabotage the Emperor, okay. And then we have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. Or the Emperor is the one that's trying to be sneaky in some sort of way, okay? With this strategy, there's a plan here. Let's see. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Temperance. Okay, so this strategy is for, again, it's for protection. Or this is the Divine's plan. This is God's plan, all right? Something here is God's plan. And it has to do with the King of Swords. And the Truth, the Ace of Swords. This is the truth, all right? Or this is the truth. The truth is it's God's plan. It's not some sort of manipulation tactic. It's actually God's plan. I don't know what this is, okay? It's the truth. What's the Five of Swords? The Moon. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords here is doing something hidden or keeping something under wraps. Or somebody could be, this Emperor could be wondering if a Queen of Swords is trying to be manipulative with something, but no, something is God's plan. Okay. The Magician and the Page of Wands in reverse, not being able to say something, not knowing something, not communicating something, keeping it hidden. The Magician and the Moon. Is this somebody is wondering, is this some sort of manipulation? Is this some sort of magic? Is this some sort of a trick? No. No, this is God's plan, all right? So you're just the messenger, all right? You're just the messenger in something. You're not the one making the plan, and you never have been the one making the plan. It's always been God's plan. You're just the messenger, all right? Who's the Emperor? The Emperor and his army, Three of Cups, okay? The Fool, Judgment, Three of Swords, 33, freedom, 33, freedom. Something here is for protection and it's for freedom and it's for judgment. A new beginning, okay? Absolution in something. Something here is protected. Something here is for freedom. All right. So tell me more about this strategy here with Temperance. The Star and the Ace of Cups. This is God's plan. Okay, something here is honest or it's sincere in some sort of way. The Ace of Cups, it's a download. Something is a download, right? So you could have received some sort of information here about the plan moving forward, and that was a download from Spirit, all right? The Tower. Yeah, it's not, I mean, something here is not very complicated. It's just like Spirit tells you what to do. Spirit tells you where to go. Spirit tells you what the plan is. That's just how it works, all right? I don't feel like it's you questioning it. I feel like there's someone outside of you questioning why you're saying what you're saying, but you're just saying the truth. A woman, okay? This has to do with a woman. Why is that here with this King of Swords? Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception. Yeah, this has to do with the perception of something or someone else's perception. All right. So maybe, look, if you're out here saying this is God's plan, or I'm following God's plan, or I'm just doing what Spirit is telling me to do, people that are not as believing as you are, they might look at that a bit weird, right? They might look at that and be like, how can that be? And are you making this up? Is this a trick? Okay, but it's all about the perception. Right. And how much faith do you have? This could even be a test, right? I feel like this emperor, whoever they are, they might be being tested right now. In collective, I don't think this is you, unless you identify with the emperor, but I feel like someone is being tested right now because I feel like you believe in God and you believe in your faith and you believe in God's plan, but someone outside of you, I don't know. I don't think they trust it that much. I don't think they have as much faith as you do. Okay. So God's kind of putting that one on someone's lap. It's like, so do you believe? Do you believe? Wedding rings, keeping something to yourself. Okay. Being focused on yourself, keeping something to yourself, being manipulative, charming to use someone. Okay, so someone here is about to have an epiphany, sudden change, shocking news about keeping something to yourself. Something is just confidential at this time, or you have to keep something to yourself. Somebody, why do I feel like this manipulation or charming and using someone is the emperor? Why do I feel like it's the emperor? Wondering. Or what's this snake about here? This girl with the snake and marriage. Somebody's going to try and be charming here when it comes to marriage, getting married. The Five of Wands. Yeah, this is a war, okay? Or this is a military operation, or this is a battle of some sorts. This is an argument. Nine of Wands. This is a war, all right? Nine of Wands. Somebody here is fighting. Someone here is a warrior, a wounded warrior, and there's something here where someone needs to be protected, okay? Yeah, this is about safe passage. That's it. It's not a manipulation tactic, whatever this is that's going down. It's not supposed to be cunning or deceptive, all right? It's like, you know as much as you know as much as they know. You don't know more than that because it's not your plan. This is God's plan, and it has to do with safe passage, okay? Getting you through something safely, making sure nothing happens to you. The Tower, that's what it's about. Everything that God sets into motion when it comes to you, collective, is for your safety. It's always been that way, and it's always going to be that way. It's always for safety, safe passage. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, okay. The Page of Cups. And this could have to do with family, children, okay, your community, family, and a child maybe. Page of Cups. Why is that here? The Grim Reaper. Somebody is not happily single. Someone is not moving on, not talking to a friend, not telling a friend about something. Don't talk to someone. Don't tell someone about something. The Keys. Right. Why is this Emperor here with this Five of Swords? Because this is the truth. Because something here is the truth. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. About this plan, this strategy. Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody feeling rejected. Immature, childish. Getting bad news. Or the truth about some sort of an offer. The truth about a rejection after some sort of love offer here. Yeah, something here is an illusion. Something here is not clear. Something is confusing. The confusion and the illusion that's being created here. The Hanged Man. Everybody's stuck in the illusion together. Yeah. Something about seeing it from a higher perspective, the illusion, seeing the illusion from a higher perspective, or being able to see past the illusion. Walking without fear, 9 of Swords in reverse. Emotional detachment, walking without fear, no fear, and emotional detachment. Something about emotional detachment, walking without fear. It's all about safe passage. Yeah, following God blindly, or having blind faith. Even in the illusion, even when you don't even know what the illusion is, even though you don't even know what the purpose of it is. It's blind faith in God. So what's with the 5 of Swords then? The 5 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This has to do with the Queen of Wands having a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. A Queen of Wands having a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, okay? With a Queen of Pentacles, Tower moment. Someone having a relationship with a Queen of Pentacles, that's the Tower, that's the catastrophe. Someone having a relationship with a Queen of Pentacles. Who's this now? What someone did, flying on vacation, flying to paradise, healing yourself from a heartbreak, freeing yourself from a toxic relationship where someone had a relationship with a Queen of Pentacles on vacation. Okay, what does this have to do with the Queen of Wands? This has to do with somebody getting stabbed in the back and attacked. Someone being deceptive and okay. Healing your heart, freedom from a toxic relationship. Again, somebody getting stabbed in the back and attacked. Okay, so what exactly do you need to know here, collective, about this situation with the Emperor? I don't know. This is a group collaboration. People working together here because of someone traveling or you moving forward. There needs to be collaboration or teamwork because of someone traveling. The Magician, the illusion, or the fantasy of some sorts. Yeah, all of this ties back to someone stealing a lot of money, okay? Judgment, somebody trying to get away with theft or a lot of money, generational wealth, and inheritance. Okay, so something here is important for your safe passage, for you getting out of something safely because of whoever stole all this money. Yeah, the illusion, 2 of Swords, not seeing something clearly, not understanding something, fear, worrying, stress. Somebody's going to be scared, worried, stuck up in their head, anxious because they don't understand something. Or they're confused about something. Yeah, this has to do with this devil energy that's getting rejected. Because there's a devil energy getting rejected, or they're not going to get what they want, or this person is very emotionally immature. Whoever this toxic person is, they're highly immature and obsessive, jealous, controlling. Yeah, they could be trying to plan some sort of a permanent ending here or a death. Or they're trying to plan something because it's not going their way and they're emotionally immature and they're trying to have control over something. They want something to go their way. Planning some sort of a death. What is that? Death. This main male is, okay. And this is someone who has a relationship with someone. Somebody who's in relationship with this main female. So it could be a couple. Okay, lovers and a relationship. So somehow this ties in with a relationship being over or a breakup of some sorts. Okay. And somebody not having the keys. Somebody not having the keys to something. Somebody losing the keys, or somebody not having a one-night stand. Abundance. Money. Or somebody is trying to get what they want. They're trying to stay positive and manifest an outcome that they want. Or this has to do with money. The snake, okay? Yeah, it's all about the snake and it's all about money and what they did to steal this money. And what they're planning on doing to get away with the money, okay? So any illusions that are created by the divine is all about, it has all one goal, which is keeping you safe. That's really it. It's about protecting you and the collective, okay? From these people, because they're not done yet. They're not done trying to get their way, okay? Yeah, somebody could be trying to get you bound or tied up in something, all right? So, you know, your spirit guides or the divine is trying to work against that. That's kind of what it is. It's like someone is trying to bind you, so spirit is trying to free you, okay? Or get you out of harm's way. The Knight of Swords, yeah, that's what it's about, or that's the communication. It's the Eight of Swords, exactly. So, look, what's the plan about, King of Wands? What is all this for? Okay, what's all the manipulation for and all the illusion for? It's for the fact that someone here is going to try and have someone imprisoned or arrested or trapped or bound or tied up in some sort of way. This kind of goes back into my last reading. So, yeah, the confusion is always for a reason. There's always a purpose behind it. Okay, so yeah, it has to do with imprisonment or entrapment. Yeah, it's an obstacle. There's an obstacle coming, okay? There's a big obstacle coming. And this is why there's an illusion here for Prince Charming, okay, Emperor? That's why the illusion is here. Because of an obstacle, a big one. Where somebody's going to try and tie someone down, okay? Yeah. All right, anything else? Yeah, people can't see things clearly. It's confusing. Two of Swords. Yeah, look, the reason why things are so confusing or why nothing makes sense is because of the money. Right? But I can't explain this either because this is not, you know, it's not my plan, or it's not for me to follow logically either. It's just the divine's plan. It's just God's plan. God's saying there needs to be an illusion right now. Nothing is going to make sense for us for a second, for a while, but it's because of the money that they stole that they're trying to get away with. And they're going to try and have someone trapped, in prison, or bound, or tied up in some sort of way. And that's all I can really read at this point. I mean, that's all that's really out here. It's about freedom, or it's about having a new beginning and being protected, okay? Safe passage. The Four of Swords. Don't say anything. Don't tell anyone. Something is confidential. Something has to be kept to yourself. The Empress. Yeah, I was just going to say that could just be advice for the Empress here, not for the Emperor. Empress has to keep something to themselves. Okay, Empress has to be quiet right now. And that's important for justice. Yeah, traveling. The plan, the strategy to travel, the strategy to move, travel, get in a vehicle, take a journey, okay? This is all important for someone's justice. Yeah, what someone is planning here. All right. So I'm going to leave it at that, collective. All you need to know really is that God is working behind the scenes to make sure you get out of something safely, and that there is a divine plan here. What it is, no idea, but that's what it is, okay? That's what it is. And typically when things don't make any kind of sense at all right now, they're going to make sense soon in the future, but things have to unfold first. There's always a reason why Spirit makes things confusing like this. You know, if you want to confuse your enemies, you must first confuse yourself, right? Right? So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, all right? I hope this helps, and until next time, bye.